Hello everybody, it's PB here, and I am back with another episode of MCU March Madness, the ongoing 23-movie tournament to determine the best movie in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you missed the previous episode, you can find them by clicking the information card in the upper right corner right now. But without any further ado, let's look at the brackets. In the previous matchup, Captain America the Winter Soldier was able to best Thor. But in today's matchup, we have Ant-Man versus Guardians of the Galaxy.
Introducing first, the 13 seed. Hailing from the director chair of James Gunn, weighing in with a worldwide box office total of $772.8 million, receiving an 8 out of 10 on IMDb, a 91% on Ridiculous Tomatoes, 92% of all Google users, at least ones who clicked on this, like this movie. This is Guardians of the Galaxy.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Introducing second, the 20 seed, hailing from the director chair of Peyton Reed, weighing in with a worldwide box office total of $519.3 million, receiving a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, an 83% on Ridiculous Tomatoes, 92% of all Google users, at least ones who clicked on this, like this movie. This is Ant-Man.
Hi, I'm Scott. So who the hell are you? I'm Ant-Man.
Now, before we reveal the winner, let's get to a couple comments that were left on the poll. Sporking News Podcast said, I like Guardians of the Galaxy more, but Lewis in Ant-Man was hilarious. I agree, Spork. He was quite hilarious. One sleepy boy said, I actually like Ant-Man almost as much as Spider-Man. Well, that is quite high praise, sleepy boy. Quite high indeed. Marty Nas said, bummed I missed the vote. I'd have gone for Ant-Man. It was stronger thematically. And if you guys know anything about me, you know I don't give a rat's ass about the themes. So I'm definitely not going to be choosing my favorite based on the themes in an MCU movie. That's for sure. Will Gentry said, I'm no huge Ant-Man fan, but yes, it was silly, fun heist movie that I enjoyed much more than Guardians. Guardians was, and is, overrated to fuck. Having a little furry sentient creature in it doesn't make it a great film. Well, Will, I might be able to get on board with that, but I will not be having you talk smack about Rocket Raccoon in the video without being rebuked. Be gone with your ridiculous comment, Will Gentry. The Senate said, people like Ant-Man. TF. Yes, Senate, of course people love Ant-Man, or, in this case, like it. It's a great film. The Senate goes on to say, Ant-Man makes me fall asleep all the time. I can never get through that film, LOL. And yes, Guardians is overrated. But that isn't the best part. The best part is the response that he received from Will Gentry. which was, well then, next time spend the film trying to guess how much money you could sell the little girl for a human trafficker. That should keep you awake throughout the film. The Senate was caught off guard and simply responded with, "Bruh, what the fuck?" And I couldn't agree more. Seriously, Will, human trafficking, you can do better than that. Without any further ado, let's get to the winner on the poll. And the winner of the fourth matchup in the preliminary round of MCU March Madness is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, with the comments that I got on this poll, I was a little surprised to see that there was such a huge disparity in the voting percentages. I thought that Ant-Man was going to be a little closer to Guardians of the Galaxy, but I was still relatively confident that Guardians of the Galaxy was going to win this matchup. It is, in comic book movie references, it's almost a cult classic at this point. Like, people really love that movie. It has a phenomenal soundtrack. Not to mention the cast of characters that they assemble and the actors that they have to play them, i.e. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel. Like, they go on and on and on. They got everybody together and the movie just works great. It tells a fun story. It does get heavy there for a moment. It doesn't get too heavy. They keep it light. Whereas with Ant-Man, I would agree with Will Gentry. It's just a fun little heist movie that is meant to, pull you out of the seriousness that there is in the MCU that you get with the likes of Guardians of the Galaxy, even though there's some foolishness in there. I mean, they have Thanos in the background, like, he's sitting up on his throne, he's being a boss, directing traffic, with Ronan being one of his henchmen, essentially. But, I personally like Guardians of the Galaxy more, and I'm glad that it's moving on to the next round. So, that's all I got for you this time, everybody. I hope to see you in the next episode of MCU March Madness, when we have Iron Man taking on Thor Ragnarok. So, hit subscribe and ding the bell for notifications. That way you'll know when the next episode goes live. And I will see you then, everybody. I bid you adieu. If you are enjoying the content, please hit subscribe and ding the bell for notifications. That way you will never miss an upload by Pop Culture PB.